speaking at the 12th edition of the Education Summit organized at the Leela Palace in Bengaluru on 6th August 2022, Ms. Anupama Ramachandra, Founder Principal, Delhi Public School, Electronic City, Bengaluru, spoke to the Education Times and shared her thoughts about the summit, about the technological innovations she is bringing in her institution, and the importance of being multilingual for the 21st century student. Let's hear her thoughts.
We have with us Ms. Anupama Ramachandra, Founder Principal, Delhi Public School, Electronic City, Bengaluru. Welcome to the summit, ma'am.
Thank you.
First of all, I would like to know about your experience attending the 12th Education Summit here in Bengaluru.
Thank you for that question. So, attending the 12th Educational Summit being organized by Time to Grow has been very enriching and empowering. I got to meet and network with a lot of educators so that we could exchange our thoughts and our experiences. And since I was also a panelist, it gave me an opportunity to present my perspective on what I think about ecological literacy, which is a fairly new topic. So till now, the experience has been wonderful.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So, like we're living in the digital world, technology is, taking over the education system like never before. Just wanted to know what are the technological innovations that you're bringing at your institution?
Thank you very much. So, the pandemic has been one of the greatest teachers which forced all of us to learn about technology. Although the world has been moving towards digitalization and technology, somehow as educators we have always been very conservative about use of technology. But due to the pandemic, all of us were forced to take up technology for our survival. And 2 years hence, I feel that we have all realized that technology is here to stay. And technology and digital tools can be used as a leveler, because in India we all know how diverse the country is. So we have so many differences when it comes to learner profiles, educators, the kind of schools we run, geographical locations. The only way that we can bring about some kind of equality and equity in education is by using technology. And technology is here to stay. The faster we adopt it and we evolve, we will be in a position to help our students. But there is a critical element here that we should know how much of technology to use and when to use it. So there has to be a balance between classroom experiences, and digital tools can be used for administration as well, and to make up for something that students have lost, for remediation, for strengthening concepts, for assessments. In our school, parents want all the parent-teacher conferences to happen online because they can log in at their convenience, they have their time to discuss, they have that privacy. So technology has invaded all our spaces, and I think it is a positive sign, and with time we will learn how to use it for the betterment of our institutions.
Right, absolutely, ma'am. So, we can see that the education system is changing quite tremendously, and there is a growing significance for different type of skills, and one of it is learning different languages. So, your thoughts on significance of language for the 21st century students?
Thank you so much for that question. It is like music to my ears because I am a language teacher. And language is a passion for me. I spend a lot of time in learning more about the art and science of languages. We all know that we have to focus all our educational endeavors to develop 21st century students and individuals. So we all know the 4 C's of 21st century skills, and the first one in that is communication. And of course we have collaboration, we have critical thinking, and so on. So I feel that communication is very important, because if we are not teaching children how to use language for communication, then we have taught them nothing. There are many instances where children are getting 99 and 100 in English, but when you ask them to stand and speak for 2 minutes about themselves, they are at a loss of words. So as a language teacher, I always question myself that what did I teach my student for 10 years if my student cannot stand there and introduce himself or herself for 2 minutes using anecdotes and experiences, likes, dislikes. There are so many things. So communication is very important, because ultimately if a person cannot convey or express what they already know, that knowledge is of no use. So communication is the way forward, and we have to make children comfortable to communicate with all kinds of people in all adverse situations. Sometimes the situation is very challenging, we have very little time, so we have to educate our children that communication should be developed in the right way, and learning new languages, developing tolerance for other languages is another way of teaching them how to be culturally global. So I feel that language should have more prominence than it's just not a subject. It is a way of life, and children become more confident if they are taught how to communicate. So I think language and 21st century student, they go hand in hand.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your valuable thoughts. So, ma'am is also part of Bengaluru Sahodaya complex. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your participation.
Most welcome. Thank you.